up with a mixed media collage for Calico Collage. I'm using the beautiful Sunny Mornings kit, and I did a walkthrough of the entire kit earlier this month, and it's on my channel. I'll leave a link below in the description. And for this one, I'm using a piece of old chipboard again, and I'm literally just collaging all the pieces. I didn't think you needed to see that in like a slower speed than I did. They are all on, and I actually added 2 coats of clear gesso to the whole entire thing. One, I wanted to make sure everything was sealed, and 2, I knew that I wanted to use my Faber-Castell pit pins, and they need that type of medium on them, on the background, in order to work well and to do what I wanted to do with them. Unfortunately, the part of the video of me using the pit pins did not record, and I'm sorry for that, but you can see in the close-up part that this area that has the quote about sunflowers is a brighter yellow, as well as the bow on the hot air balloon. I really, really, really love the way this whole collage piece turned out. So what I'm doing here is I'm using some golden fluid acrylic paint. I believe it's burnt umber, I think. I don't know. It's a really pretty color, and it really works well for creating like a vintagey look. And then what I'm doing is I'm adding a decent amount of water so that the acrylic paint almost looks like a watercolor, but I also don't want it to be like this dark brown. I want it to be transparent, so the water helps me do that. And then I really wanted my elements from Calico Collage, the kit, to really stand out, so I was trying to avoid all of those. Sorry for the kitty interruption there. I was really trying to avoid getting the color on the elements from Calico Collage. And I was really working hard at creating kind of like a border with this paint, sort of. I don't know. It ended up looking really, really well. I dried everything there, and then I'm going to come in and do the same thing with this phthalo green. Again, it's a golden fluid acrylic ink, and I love, love, love what ended up happening here. So I put this green paint on, and then as I add more water, I guess areas of it had already like dried. So I ended up with these lines and a faint green. I don't know how to really explain it. You can just really see it on the screen. But these lines of color ended up coming out onto the, I don't know, what do you call this? It's onto my mixed media mess here. That's not a mess because it ended up being really pretty. I'm hoping, and I need to go get some gloves, but I'm hoping to actually use some art resin on top of this and really seal it and make it look stunning. I just haven't had a chance to get to the store and get some gloves. So I'm actually connecting the 2 green areas here, and that's what I was doing. And I got all painty with my fingers, and I just love the control that you can get from your fingers. And again, I didn't want the paint to really be on the elements from the kit, from the Sunny Mornings kit. So I was really moving the paint away from those items with my finger. You just have so much control. So if you don't mind using your fingers, I always say go for it. Then I had this Tattered Angels that I had picked up the Hobby Lobby like, I don't know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I've never tried the Tattered Angels spray before, and it was there, and it was a pretty color, so I was like, let me try it. And then I really didn't like it that much, just because of this layout, not because I didn't like the spray. It was just what I was working on. It didn't really give me the vibe I was going for. But I did like the little bit of shimmer that it gave me, and I really tried to blend it all into the background. I was not too happy with this. But that's okay, because that's what mixed media is all about, is trial and error and just having a lot of fun. Um, Here I am. I'm spraying water to the Tattered Angels because I didn't like what it did to my numbers. I wanted my numbers to be bolder. So I sprayed water, I dabbed it up, and my numbers came back to life. That was what I was doing there. And if you're wondering, if you're new to my channel, then the old cloth that you see me using is literally an old baby cloth diaper. These things are so awesome for mixed media stuff. They are really just wow. So here I've got two pinks, and I really wanted to highlight the pink flower up at the top, which is why I brought in the pink. And I first put on the whole bean acrylic gouache, which is like a watercolor slash acrylic. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Because it was just so in your face and it was so bright, and that's not what I wanted. So I added some water to thin it out even more, and then moved it around. And then I came in with the hot pink. It's supposed to be a fluorescent pink, and I came in with that. And that's pretty much it for this. Again, I'm super, super happy with this piece. It's not a piece that I want to get rid of. Like, I actually want to keep it. I really love all of my mixed media pieces, but I'm just like, what am I going to do with all of these mixed media pieces? You know, if I keep creating them, eventually I'm just going to have a stack of them laying around the house, because it's not like my family wants my art hung up all over the house. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with these pieces. I do have to say that I'm really loving turning these old chipboard pieces into art. Normally these would be garbage, and now it's art, and that makes me feel really good. So again, here I am with my finger and finger painting. If you haven't finger painted, you all should. It's so much fun, and it's life changing and freeing, and just really makes me happy. All right, with that, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna say definitely check out Calico Collage and grab her Sunny Mornings kit. It is absolutely amazing. I love sunflowers, and I have a few more videos coming up before the end of the month for this kit. All right, bye.